I still remember the night I first stepped into the old Greenway house. It wasn't just another house. It felt like stepping into a mouth that could swallow me whole. My name is Clara, and I had just broken up with my long-term boyfriend. Heartbroken, jobless, and in need of a cheap place to stay, I thought I had struck gold when I saw the ad online. Huge house for rent. Extremely low price. Urgent move-in. Too good to be true. And of course it was. The landlord, a tired-looking man with sunken eyes, barely spoke when I signed the papers. He handed me the keys, his fingers trembling. You'll be fine here, he said, almost to himself. Then he left so fast, as though staying any longer might kill him. The house creaked like a body breathing. Paint peeled from the walls, and the chandeliers swayed though no wind blew. I told myself it was just old, nothing more. But deep inside, something in my chest whispered, "You don't belong here." I laughed it off. After all, I had no other choice. That night, the nightmares began. The first night, I woke at 3:11 a.m. sharp. The clock ticked, the house groaned, and I heard something, like laughter from the hall. I thought maybe it was neighbors, but there were none. The closest house was half a mile away. When I opened my bedroom door, the hallway stretched longer than before. A long, endless corridor with a faint light at the very end. My heart pounded. I blinked, and it was gone. Just an ordinary hallway again. I told myself I was just tired, adjusting to a new place. But the next night, it got worse. I woke again at 3:11 a.m. This time, the laughter was inside my room. A low, gravelly voice whispered, "Sorry about the demon." The words froze my blood. I turned on the lamp. No one was there, but on the mirror across from me, written in fog, were the words, "Sorry about the demon." I wanted to run, but the rent was cheap, and I had nowhere else to go. So I stayed. That was my mistake. I began researching the house. The library archives told me enough to keep me up at night. Greenway House had belonged to the Wellingtons, a family of 4. In 1979, the father murdered his wife and children, claiming that a demon demanded sacrifice. He was found in the basement, carving strange symbols into the stone. He was executed, but the rumors never stopped. People said the demon never left, that anyone who stayed in the house would either vanish or join the Wellington fate. And now I was here. I considered leaving, but something kept me tied to the house. Was it desperation? Or was it the house itself, not letting me go? The activity escalated. Doors slammed. Lights flickered. My name was whispered constantly. I would wake up with bruises, scratches, even though my bedroom door was locked from the inside. One night, I caught my reflection smiling at me, even though my lips weren't moving. Another night, I woke up standing in the basement, candles lit all around me, though I never lit them. And then came the voice again, louder, more forceful. "Sorry about the demon, but he has chosen you." I screamed, but the sound didn't leave my throat. The house swallowed it whole. On the 7th night, at 3:11 a.m., the demon appeared. He wasn't a shadow nor a monster. He was a presence, filling the air so heavy I could barely breathe. My mirror cracked, my window shattered, and from the dark corner of my room, 2 burning eyes glowed. The voice thundered, "Sorry about the demon. You belong to me." I fell to my knees. "Why me? What do you want?" The voice chuckled. "A deal. A body. A soul. You're weak, broken. Perfect." I wanted to run, to fight, but my body betrayed me. My hands lifted without my will. My mouth spoke words I didn't understand. The demon was inside me. But then something strange happened. He hesitated. Why are you not afraid enough?" he growled. And I realized my heartbreak, my losses, my despair, it had already hollowed me out. I was empty. The demon couldn't feed. He hissed, "Then bring me another, or your soul will rot here forever." I had 2 choices. Lure someone else into the house, sacrifice them to the demon, stay, rot, and eventually become his forever. For days, I battled with myself. The house kept whispering, tempting me, "Bring a friend. Bring a stranger. Bring anyone." But I couldn't. I wouldn't. So on the final night, I lit candles in the basement, just as the Wellington father had. I stood in the circle, and I spoke to him directly. "I'm not sorry about the demon," I said. "I'm sorry for you. Because you chose me, and I'm not giving in." The walls shook. Flames roared. The demon screamed in fury, his voice splitting my ears. And then, silence. The house went still. When I opened my eyes, the candles were out, the symbols gone. The demon was quiet. For the first time in weeks, I felt free. But as I packed my bags the next morning, the mirror in the hallway caught my reflection. And it smiled at me. The demon wasn't gone. He was inside, waiting. I should have left the very next morning, but something bound me to that house. Every time I packed, my chest grew heavy and my hands froze. It was as if invisible chains tied me to the Greenway House. One evening, as I stared out of the cracked window, I saw someone standing outside the gate, a man in his 40s, staring up at the house. His clothes were old, his face pale, and his eyes empty. Against every instinct, I stepped outside. "Can I help you?" I asked. He tilted his head. "You're the new one." "What do you mean?" I whispered. He smiled faintly. "I was here. Before you. The demon, he doesn't let us go." "Not really." Chills swept through me. "Then how are you standing here?" His lips trembled. "Because I'm not. This is just a warning." Before I could speak again, he vanished. No footsteps, no sound, just gone like smoke. That night, I woke up with burning pain across my back. When I looked in the mirror, 3 long claw marks ran down my skin, fresh and bleeding. The demon's voice hissed from the walls. "The deal still stands. Bring me another, or you bleed." I clutched the sink, tears running down my face. "I won't do it. I won't sacrifice anyone." The reflection in the mirror smirked. "Then you are the sacrifice." The glass cracked, slicing my palm. Blood dripped into the sink, but instead of water, black liquid swirled, as though the house itself was drinking my blood.